Hey, let's do some makeup. My hair is the way I want it to be when I have to be done. So I'm gonna just try to do a little bun that does not make it crimped. Okay, makeup. I got sent a bunch of new stuff to try actually, so we're gonna play today and try to jazz it up from what we normally do. I already did all my skincare and everything, but I do have my handy dandy jar of Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. So why not give ourselves a little extra lift and hydration and pretty base for our pretty palette for our makeup. Okay. She swears, she being Charlotte, she sells seashells by the seashore. She swears by this as like her magic primer situation for all of her models. So we'll take it. Okay, quick. Let's try to do it a little bit faster today. I feel like sometimes I really take my time with you guys. This is the Hourglass Vanish something. It has a sticker over it, but it's this foundation in a tube, and it's a lovely formula with a lot of coverage. If you're someone who likes full coverage, this is gonna be your thing. And I am getting ready to tape KTLA today, actually. So I do need some full TV coverage. Oh, did I tell you I use the color Sienna, which looks like this, as you can see. But you can see it just like really is a pretty and solid coverage of any little imperfections, any little funny skin discolorations or uneven skin tone. Now what I will say is I'm still kind of like to have layers of different foundation. Just they do different things and they provide different kind of coverage. Like this is a really lovely uniform, decently matte situation, which I really like. But I do kind of enjoy then going back over the sort of triangles under my eyes with a really creamy and brightening foundation like this Wander Beauty Nude Illusion foundation in the color Light Medium. I don't know why, I just feel like this really makes a difference when it comes to trying to create that really bright under eye effect. I just drag whatever on my sponge over that whole T-zone area. And then, you know, the whole idea is create the highlight at the high point of your face. So right here. Over the nose, definitely in these inner corners where I have a tendency to get red. And then over my eyelids as sort of a fake primer for eyeshadow. I actually want to go kind of shimmery today, because I haven't done that in a while, and I saw a picture where I was wearing it before and I was like, I loved that look. So first, just to set that little bit of foundation, I brushed over my eyelids and brow bone. I am just going to set that with, this is the color Sand from my trusty Tarte palette. This is the Clay Play Volume 2 Eye and Cheek palette from Tarte Cosmetics. And I will remember to post the list of products in the caption for this video too, because you guys are always like, list the products, we can't hear what you're saying, you're speaking too fast, you're speaking too quietly, you're mumbling. Or the names of these products are insane and then you can't remember what they are. But you know, just gotta be here in the moment. Shimmer, I'm gonna use Hourglass Scattered Light in the color Ray. I hesitate to even talk about this in public because I love this color so much and it would make me very sad if it gets sold out because it's the bomb. It's kind of like this really like almost bigger particles of shimmer that are just so gorgeous, guys. When they catch the light, it is phenomenal, and you can really layer it. I mean, you can really layer it up. One thing and make it like more of a wet look and saturated with the color, but I just kind of love the shimmer effect. Very angelic, very lovely. One complaint I have about this otherwise truly perfect eyeshadow is it does flake. So just, not like as in it scatters down under your eyes if you don't give it a little tap before you apply it to your eyelids. So just a little bit of forewarning that you will be slightly shimmery. Not a problem, just a reality. Okay, so now let me just double check in an actual mirror because phones are not to be trusted. I like that. I like it a lot. I am going to go back within the same palette with this brown color, which is Ember. And just kind of like, I tap it on my, on the surface just to release some of the product. Cause I just want to use it to kind of build in a little bit of extra dimension here at the eye socket, which you can totally do with your bronzer. I like it to be kind of a warmish brown anyway, not too muted and not too cool, because cool can start to look like bruising, which we don't like here at the eye area. Okay, and you'll see like the technique I'm using, I'm kind of just buffing it, like these little round wiggly movements, which I find give you the most natural buffed line between where your eyeshadow is deposited and where your brow bone begins, so that there isn't like a big jump. So this is one of the new products I got sent from Hourglass. This is the Voyeur waterproof gel eyeliner in, what color are you? Cave. The Cave. And it's really, first of all, it's a great smooth silky formula, and I like this rich brown. I tend to wear a lot of brown during daytime, especially. It's like a better, I like it with a warm undertone instead of black, which can sometimes have that bluish undertone. For me, I like it a lot, but it's more nighttime. So this brown should be perfect, and watch me glide. Oh yes. Oh, this is great. Now let's see if it smudges, if I can like use my finger just to smush it a little bit, because I like that sometimes before it sets. Yeah, nice. That's really pretty. I don't know if you can see, but I do have a lot of scattered light all over my cheeks, which is okay. We'll go back and clean that up with, oh, I really like you. This is lovely. You know what else I love? The twist up situation. So you don't have to struggle with a pencil sharpener every time you want to use your eyeliner. Okay, other side. And you see I'm sort of starting from the center of my eye and just using little flick motions to bring it up. Flick, flick, flick. And especially here at the root of the lashes, I kind of like wiggle the point in between each lash to give it extra volume. For some reason, the skin on this eyelid drags more than the skin on this eyelid. I can't explain it, which is why I always struggle with the liner on this side. But I found that sometimes it helps if I draw in instead of drawing out. It's just my 2 cents, but that has been what has helped me. And I will go and get my Q-tips in a second to really refine this look, which honestly, Q-tips, the most useful and underrated beauty tool. You can quote me on that. Okay. So I also, one thing to note is that I love to set the line and get the shape right with a pencil, but I frequently will go back over it after I apply lashes with a wet liner, to really refine the line and also like dial it up. It just gets it really nice and punchy. Great. Let's fix the scattered light now so that we can set the under eye area before we do mascara, because a huge pet peeve of mine is when I powder after mascara and then the powder sets on the mascara and it makes it look kind of muted and dull. I want punchy black mascara. Do not try to dull me. Don't dampen my star with your powder. Okay. You want just a little bit of drama here at the inner part of your line. You know, we could try, they sent me a bunch of colors. They sent me a green one, I remember. Yes. Okay, this is the color. What color are you? Forest. Let's see if we like it with like a green inner eye situation. I am getting some rocks laid in my backyard, so you might hear that happening in the background. Okay, this green is luxurious. I like it so much. I might like it enough to do the whole eye in this next time. It's so fun to play together. Look at us testing new things, learning new tricks. Okay. Yep. Really, and you know how we feel about green. We love it. I might even put like, I'm not really an under eye liner girl, but sometimes I'll just put a tiny little dot there and just smush it to give a little dimension at that outer edge. Like I'm so in awe when I see those makeup tutorials that like take a eyeshadow brush and like blend color all under the eye. And it makes the eye color pop. It's so pretty, but makes me look so tired. Any translucent loose setting powder will do. Why is that a thing? Why is like tapping on jars a thing? Can someone explain this to me, please? I kind of like a precision brush to get really all under that eye area. And also because it means I can layer really precisely and not have to put like tons of powder all over my face. I do go over my brows because I don't like when they are shiny, and also because it sort of artificially bulks them up when I do that, and then I put the brow gel over top. Make sure you get make sure you get as much powder as possible in your eye. This is less useful. This I would probably get a bigger brush for, just to I don't want a ton of powder on my cheeks because they tend to be drier anyway, but I do want a little bit so that when I apply the bronzer, it doesn't like deposit too heavily in any one wet spot or something. You can use any bronzer that you like. I'm going for NARS Laguna Beach, which is pretty classic. I feel like a lot of you guys have this. And just really mush it into your hollows of your cheeks to create cheekbones. Okay. And create jawline and create a lovely sun-kissed summery forehead and create a refined bridge of the nose, if you like. So I'm taking the same thing I did, the scattered light, and maybe a question mark there. Ideally not the same brush, but any kind of fluffy, but relatively precise, smaller eyeshadow brush is perfect for this. And you just kind of create the shadow on the outside of the bridge of your nose so that the center looks highlighted. And I'm not a big fan of it looking like too pronounced of a contour there. So what I do, and then you just kind of like refine the nostrils a little bit. Is then take that same beauty blender that I'd been using, which has like ever so little bit of that product left on top. And I just blend that sucker out. Mascara is now the appropriate time for you. Oh, so this is my favorite currently. This is the YSL Lash Clash mascara. But I did get sent another one that I'm going to try next time because, you know, we're going to just sample a few new products at a time. We're not, you know, we can't change it all. Do you see the shimmery shadow, by the way? Are you as obsessed as I am with that? that situation. It's nice because not a lot of shimmery shadows can be daytime and not look just like overpowering. This one can. It's a genre. Not everybody can be in the shiny lid genre. That's a TikTok reference for you guys. I'm in a weird mood today. I don't know what's going on. And you know, I've talked a lot about how I love to let the formula dry out a little bit on the lash wand after I've removed it from the bottle, just because it helps so much with setting a big, bouncy, beautiful curl in the lash. But what I've decided to do now, and I find it works really well, is I do one wet coat on each upper lash. So fresh tube, wet coat, fresh tube, wet coat, and then don't go back to the tube. Do the second coat on each eye with the now slightly drier formula on your lash wand. And behold the fluffy extravagance of your luscious lashes. I'm using all the words today, every last one of them. Okay, let the mascara dry. We will do brows. How bold do I feel like going today? I feel like actually, I do love this. This is the Jones Road Light Brunette, the brow pencil in the color Light Brunette. And I kind of like to just, it has like fibers in this formula. So it actually naturally kind of builds your brows up anyway. I don't need like super thick brows, but you know, just fill in any places where the hair is a little bit sparse, like up here, and help to create the general depth that you want. And then I use brow gel to get the architecture right in this face recipe. This is from Chantecaille, Full Brow Perfecting Gel. And it's lovely and clear and does not flake, which is the most pet peeve thing of mine when it comes to brow gels, that I feel like end up clumping and caking in your brow and looks so weird. By the way, it's also fabulous for setting back wicked little pop out hairs that don't behave, like those guys. Let me check my actual mirror and see how we're doing. Okay, good. Shoot, I didn't bring my new blushes in here. Okay, well, let's try a little fresh color, shall we? This is the Hourglass. It's their new like glossy, it's some kind of hydrating plumping gloss in the color Slip. Look at this formula. Are you ready? I'm not even normally like a shiny lip girl, but look at this. So pretty. And if you want it punchier, you just keep layering. I got a color that's pretty rich and dark. Oh, here. This is the color Lure. Really lovely and berry. Very juicy. Very hydrating. Super pretty. And also you can, it's not like there used to be a lip plumping product back in the day that would like hurt your lips when it was plumping away. It was like burning them. This is not like that. This is a lovely, like minty sort of feeling. Blush, we need blush. What blush do I feel like using? I think I want sort of I think I want like a peachiness. Okay, this is the Ilia Color Haze Multi Matte Pigment in the color Waking Up. Guys, this was like my obsession for a solid year. It's my beautiful, perfect kind of like muted rose with a little bit of a tawny undertone, very creamy plush formula that just deposits so well onto the cheeks. And has this ever happened to you? It like fell into the wrong makeup bag one time in the mess that is my makeup drawer. and I forgot about it. Like I never found it again. And I just rediscovered it when I did my big clean out. And I'm so glad I remembered about her because she is beautiful. Look at that bouncy cheek. Let's highlight it up. We're going to use this as the Chanel Balm Essential Sculpting. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait to see what happens here. My other favorite highlighter, this is so pretty. My other favorite highlighter is this Kosas in the color Tropic Equinox. As you can see, I use her up. And I kind of just take my ring and middle finger and dab it into each palette and press that onto both sides. You can use this combination instead of the two I just put on before this, but it does have a slightly more orange tone, which I'm thinking might not be the right look for today if I'm doing this sort of brownish lid, but we'll see. We'll see how it all comes together. But look at this, the sort of bounciness of the product. I love it. Love. Okay. Lashes. Let's do some lashes. The Ardell 318. Someone had told me, like, I always struggle with my little tweezer to pull these off, and then I watched my makeup artist do this one day. I was like, oh, that's so much smarter. You could just easily remove them from the plastic. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Okay. And something else I do, so I put them on my finger like that because I want to sort of break the shape of the band as they've been sitting in the case. And then I put my glue, this is just the Duo glue, onto my hand and let it dry for a second so that once I place the lashes on my eyes, they will stay where they go. So I just sort of hold them with my tweezers and then place them really as close to the root as you possibly can on your lash line. Just sort of press them in and hold them. Oh, that's nice. Came right off with it. Oh, oh my gosh. It's a day. Other one going on. There's always got to be one that gives you hell. It's just the situation. As it is, I kind of like the lash also to be, you know, pretty close to the lash line at the center here, but then I almost lift it up a little bit at the outer edge so that it really accentuates the lift. Okay, while those set, by the way, this gloss is so pretty for daytime. I am going to give myself a little liner. I forgot about liner, and I want to have like a slightly matte look for television. Just got to talk a lot, and I find sometimes when it's glossy, I find like it runs away from me when I'm talking too much. Matte works better for that, but if you're just sitting pretty and looking like a glazed donut, then gloss is your move. Okay, so for lip liner, I'm going to use, this is the Chantecaille Lip Definer in the color Natural. Such a great, smooth, creamy, and very natural looking, not too like buff or nude lip pencil. I do like to overline here. And then I find it kind of helps the application sit if I just add a color in the outer corners. Okay. And just make sure you get plenty of shadow underneath your bottom lip to really give that poofy pout. I have seen so many people doing that sort of like actual contour under their lip with like a buffing, just a bronzing powder. It's quite pretty, actually. Let's see if we like that. Just back into the same. Contour that we used before. There you go. Why not? I like it. And then I'm gonna just put, I mean, this palette is my favorite thing ever, but it's not that helpful to you guys because I don't know what the colors are. But let's go for first like a nice little rosy pink, just to set it with color all over. Pretty much just an even match to my lip color. And then take a little nude color right here at the center. That has no mirror on it. Okay, so our lashes are dried and set to the lash line, but you can see there's like this little white, sometimes residue that's left then. That's when I go back and take any liquid eyeliner. This is the Dior, a Dior Show On Stage liner in the color black, and it is waterproof, and it really does set quite nicely this lash into the lash line and helps you build back out anything that was taken down by where you set the lash. So like, see on this side, see how the lash kind of dragged the line down? It didn't start like that, so we just want to build it back up. Okay. Oops. Oops. This is when we're gonna go and get our Q-tip and fix it right up. And I do, you know, set it normally with my dark brown eyeliner. This is the color Give a Glam from MAC. For whatever reason, it just looks richer when it's set with like a rich brown. And I find that everything stays in place and is very happy and blended. And there you go. What is that? What is that? Is that a pimple? Is that even possible? I'm tempted to address with just a spot of foundation over top. And then we gotta go back and give it a little buff. By the way, I did go in with a Q-tip and just did a little pull up, and it creates that lovely refined look. In essence, we used new products to create a very similar look to what we usually do, but that's not true. That's not true. I gave you Scattered Light and under eye ideas for how to do liner if you can't do under eyeliner. And just a generally fun time getting ready together. All right, have a beautiful day, and definitely try clicking your fingers on a tube. That's super fun. Bye.